A very good, intriguing Roman Reigns storyline just came out from an upcoming project, so we'll see what that's about. We'll also check out what's going on with Damian Priest, Awesome Truth, and more. Starting things off with this interesting Roman Reigns storyline direction that has everyone talking. Now, this Roman Reigns storyline isn't a fan theory, but it's an actual storyline that we'll see inside the upcoming WWE 2K24 video game. In a teaser trailer for the game's My Rise story mode, WWE 2K teased that they'll once again have two major career mode storylines in the game, one for the men's division and the other for the women's division. And it was the men's storyline that caught a lot of fans' interest because it provided WWE 2K's version of how they would dethrone Roman Reigns and handle that entire situation. Roman has been champion for 4 years now, and the big topic of discussion amongst the fans this entire time is how will WWE take the title off of Roman Reigns in a big, satisfying way. A lot of fans are hoping to see Cody Rhodes defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania to officially end that title reign. But WWE 2K's way of handling this situation is a bit more eye-opening and unexpected. So in WWE 2K's timeline, it appears that somehow, someway, Roman Reigns is able to overcome all odds at WrestleMania 40 and walk out still as champion. They have Roman Reigns losing the title at SummerSlam 2024, but in a fashion that you would never predict. The trailer even dropped some lines about how Roman surrendered his own title, and we see a quick few glimpses of what exactly they mean. It's a triple threat at SummerSlam 2024 between Roman, Cody, and your character. Roman knocks Cody Rhodes out and then throws you on top of Cody for you to become WWE champion, while Roman shrugs and walks up the ramp. It looks like Roman was ready to move on from WWE and give up his title. He just didn't want Cody Rhodes to have the honor of being the next champion. So Roman makes sure that your character takes the WWE title instead, and that's Roman's way of surrendering the title and ending his reign. And in the next scene, we see Roman Reigns literally on the set of a Hollywood movie, telling your character that you're only in that position as champion because of what he did, and how you're the tenant and he's the landlord. That's all they showed in the trailer, but it was definitely a lot that lets you put all the pieces together. It looks like Roman Reigns felt like he was finished with being WWE champion, due to his desire to move on to Hollywood and get some movies and projects done. So he pretty much handpicks your character to be the interim WWE champion while he's away. But it doesn't look like he'll stay away for good. He'll eventually return and try to take back the WWE title from your character. So it's definitely an interesting storyline for the video game, because it could potentially turn out to be some of the things we see in reality. Roman Reigns may not surrender his title in that fashion that he does in WWE 2K24, but after Roman loses his title, the rumor for the longest time has been that Roman would probably take a long hiatus away from WWE, and then pop up again down the line to try and reclaim his title and top spot. So it looks like WWE 2K heard all that fan buzz in theory and literally turned it into their story mode, which will literally see Roman give up his title for Hollywood, but come back and try to reclaim it. It definitely does set up an interesting dynamic for the video game storyline. Maybe Roman is successful in getting his title back, but your character will probably have the final laugh and pin Roman Reigns straight up to get that title back in the end. It looks like another major payoff for the R-Truth and Judgment Day storyline could be happening at WrestleMania 40 itself, and in a way, it does seem to mirror bits and pieces of what we saw last year with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline. R-Truth came into the Judgment Day's lives. He was never really accepted into the group, and instead just constantly abused and played with. But it looks like R-Truth has found a solid partner and friend he can trust with The Miz, and R-Truth and The Miz friendship goes back way over a decade ago, where they first teamed up with each other. and their tag team opponents back then were not easy by any means. The Miz and R-Truth had to team up to take on The Rock and John Cena at one point. So they've definitely been pushing to their limits before as a team. And all these years later, they're back together and both going after the Judgment Day. Fans are already thinking that a tag team title match between Awesome Truth versus Damian Priest and Finn Balor could be in play for WrestleMania 40. And a lot of fans think if that match was to take place, it'll feature a sweet and good ending for R-Truth and The Miz, as they'll pin the Judgment Day to become new undisputed tag team champions, which would be a similar ending to Sami Zayn's story with the Bloodline. After everything they put him through, Sami and Kevin dethroned the Bloodline of the tag team titles. And R-Truth has the opportunity to humiliate the Judgment Day as well. After everything they put him through and then constantly dismissing R-Truth as not being a real threat and calling him a joke, it'll be pretty sweet revenge for R-Truth to come back and prove that he's a threat by taking those tag team titles off of them. And with the growing rumors and fan buzz that maybe Damian Priest cashes in during WrestleMania or WrestleMania week, it does make sense for Damian to lose his tag team titles before the cash-in. It's basically part of the unwritten law with Money in the Bank contract winner. WWE will have them suffer an extremely low moment before following up with their cash-in moment. So the idea of seeing Damian Priest lose everything and suffer this big moment of losing the tag team titles only for it to be followed up with his actual cash-in does seem extremely possible to see. WrestleMania is still weeks away from taking place, but the favorites for the matches are already starting to come out, and they're quite surprising. For the World Heavyweight Champion match, Drew McIntyre is currently being favored over Seth Rollins to win the match and the title. Drew has been on a redemption arc to try to get back to the world title picture ever since getting screwed over by the Bloodline in 2022. So seeing him finally achieve that goal and win a world title again would be a pretty cool moment to see. The only thing that's still on people's minds about this happening is obviously Drew's contract status. Drew's contract status still remains as a complete mystery. No one knows still if Drew is heading for the doors in a few months or if he'll be signing a long-term deal. But if Drew hasn't signed anything long-term, it's hard to picture WWE placing the world title on him with just a few months left on his deal. So that's a situation that they'll need to closely follow. And for WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes is an early big favorite over Roman Reigns to walk out of WrestleMania as the new WWE Champion. So according to these early favorites, WrestleMania 40 very well could be the final night of Roman's historic WWE title reign. The favorites for the matches definitely aren't spoilers at all, but it definitely gives you an idea of the direction that fans and viewers are leaning in, which is still extremely interesting. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.